Hi, my name is Nikki Candlish and I specialise in breathing and movement techniques to support people with long-term pain. Rethinking Pain have partnered with me to bring you Movement Matters. These are a series of videos to help you manage your pain day to day. Okay, so we're going to start off in seated mountain pose. We're going to keep coming back to this in the subsequent videos, but basically seated mountain is a position that you can sit in when you're sitting in your chair that's going to put your spine in the most perfect natural position. So it's important, I think, to set up everything correctly, and seated mountain allows us to get our backs into the perfect position so that when we do practice, we're actually getting all of the benefits. So the first thing to do is to make your way forward to the front of your chair. So just wriggle yourself forward to the front of your chair, and you want to go almost as far forward as if you were going to tip off. That's perfect. Now, for those of you who are a little shorter, you might find that even when you're far forward, your feet don't quite touch the ground. We want to sit with kind of a right angle here with the legs. So something like this, or a book that you can place your feet on and elevate your feet and elevate the ground is really useful to have handy. Okay, but I don't need it for today. Okay, so just placing your feet on the ground, and just take a moment with the eyes closed just to notice how that feels. You might want to give the toes a little wiggle. Just move them from side to side a little bit. And just lifting the toes and spreading the toes, so that you can just feel that connection with the earth. And seated mountain pose is all about feeling grounded and connected before we've even started. So from the focus on the feet, let's move up a little bit. So we're going to focus on the knees. So you want to have your knees directly over your ankles. So that means that your legs are going to kind of point completely forward, knees over the ankles and toes spread. And can you just bring your hands together, make a little fist, bring them between the knees and just give that a little squeeze. And as you do this, can you notice your legs starting to activate? So you'll feel the muscles starting to wake up on the thighs, and you might as well also notice a little bobbing up and down, and that's the glute muscles, these important big muscles in your bottom, also starting to work. So this is the sort of lower half of the body set up for seated mountain. So bringing the shoulders now kind of over the hips, just take a few big rolls of the shoulders. So you're going to draw the shoulders forward, up, squeeze the shoulder blades together and draw them down. So just really feel the openness through the chest. So quite often when we are in pain or discomfort, the first thing that we do is kind of close in on ourselves. So it's really important to just try and open the chest, roll the shoulders back, and really just relax the shoulders now. So we've got this openness through the front body, and at the same time we're pressing down through the feet. And I also should have said, just notice there's a gap behind you on the chair, so you're not leaning at all into the back of the chair. Okay. And then imagine that you've got a zipper jacket. So if you do this with me, and just zip up the jacket. And as you do that, can you feel all of your internal organs kind of starting to really become strong inside the body? And that's your core. And you can really start to feel that activating as you do this. And lengthen up through the crown of your head. So the crown of your head is this part of the head. It's not the front, it's here. And just imagine I've kind of hooked you to the ceiling. And you can feel now, can't you, how Your spine is lengthened. And then just relax. So we don't want to feel like a soldier on a parade ground. We want to feel like we're just observing a natural but straight spine. And in this seated mountain pose, we can then move on and do our sessions, our numerous practices to help with pain, but it is important to get this as a starting point. So thanks for watching Movement Matters. I really hope you found this video useful, and if you want to, you can repeat that as many times as you like, or you can try any of our other videos in the series as well. And for more information, please have a look at our website.